It started with a granola bar. Yeah, I know how dumb that sounds, but I swear to God, that one missing granola bar kicked off the most insane, unhinged chain of events I've ever seen in an office. So, I still don't fully understand how we got from "who stole my snack" to "that man's stapler is now considered a weapon." But here we are. Let me know in the comments if you've ever worked in a place where things got completely out of hand. I'd love to hear your story. Anywhere. I work in IT support at a mid-sized marketing company. Our office vibe? Think startup energy that never quite delivered. The foosball table was broken, the kombucha keg had mold, and upper management acted like they were on the brink of a TED Talk at all times. Most of us just kept our heads down and prayed we wouldn't get called into one of those "let's circle back" meetings. But there was one guy who never shut up. Chaz, technically Director of Innovation, which, near as I could tell, meant he walked around with a mechanical keyboard and explained TikTok trends to the CEO. He was built like a CrossFit ad and had the smugness of a guy who thinks he invented hustle culture. And Chaz? He stole my granola bar. I know because I brought the exact same brand, peanut butter Power Crunch, every day. I kept them in the same drawer, and I saw him walking out of the break room, chewing something suspiciously crunchy, just 10 minutes after my stash went missing. When I asked politely if he took one of my bars, he laughed. He actually laughed. "Bro," he said, "it's just a granola bar. Chill." I didn't say anything back. I just walked away. But inside, something snapped. That wasn't the first time Chaz had pulled something like that. He always got away with little power moves. Borrowed monitors without asking. Deleted shared files because they weren't optimized. This was the most prominent work of time. Stole credit for fixing a client portal I rebuilt from scratch. So I decided, if Chaz wants war, I'll give him one. At first I started small. Swapped the USB ports on his docking station. Switched his chair with the one with the broken hydraulic. Logged him out of Slack from the admin panel, so he had to re-verify every time. Sandy, basketball slash. But I wasn't the only one who hated Chaz. Turns out, a lot of people had been quietly biding their time. Sarah in sales said he once mansplained sales quotas to her. Martin from facilities said Chaz parked in the loading zone and blocked a delivery for 3 hours. No more, he seemed more. Even Linda, who literally bakes cookies for people's birthdays, said, "That man is spiritually hollow." So we formed a coalition. If you're enjoying this story so far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more office drama every day. The next phase was strategic. We started calling ourselves the Cubicle Underground. We had ranks, operations, code names. It got weird fast. Sarah became Whisper. She handled office-wide misinformation campaigns, like fake meeting invites that sent Chaz in circles. Martin was Payload. He handled supplies, rigs, hardware. I was Ghost, because I could get in and out of any system, any drive, without a trace. We left Post-its with cryptic messages on Chaz's desk. We changed his Outlook settings so every email he received had a 5-second delay. Once, we set his Google Calendar to send auto reminders every hour on the hour. Remember, you are mortal. Then Chaz fired back. Somewhere, he figured out Sarah was involved. She got a bogus warning from HR for creating disruption via nonverbal communication. Yeah, apparently staring is now a crime. And then, he deployed his strike team. No joke, Chaz pulled in the marketing bros. 5 guys who all wore the same black puffer vest and had matching haircuts. They started patrolling the break room. One of them literally said, "This is now a Chaz zone." That was the moment we knew. It was a full-scale office war. Week 2. Tensions were high. Whisper got locked out of Salesforce. Payload's cart mysteriously vanished. We started holding emergency meetings in the server closet. That's when I decided to go nuclear. I spent 2 nights coding a script that mimicked our HR portal, but added behavioral performance badges next to everyone's name. I released it internally. People freaked out. Why do I have a lax team spirit badge? Chaz, of course, had one that said Alpha Contributor. This made people hate him even more. So he retaliated by uploading a PDF titled Official Office Rankings to the shared drive. It placed himself at number 1. #2 was the CEO. #3 was God. #4 was me. That's when I hit him with the final blow. I hacked the conference room projector. During the monthly all hands, as the CEO was mid-sentence, the lights dimmed. The screen flickered. Then, a video montage of Chaz. Clips from security footage. Him flexing in the mirror. Him microwaving salmon. Him adjusting his Bluetooth headset and mouthing synergy in the reflection. Overlaid text. It ended with a deepfake of Chaz saying, "Hereby resign from my position and pledge fealty to the Cubicle Underground." Silence. Then laughter. Then applause. Even the CEO cracked a smile. Chaz didn't show up to work the next day. Or the next. A week later, a memo went out. Effective immediately, Charles Chaz Dunning has moved on to pursue other opportunities. We heard he tried to start a startup called Corporate Vigilance. It tanked in a week. Meanwhile, I got called into the CEO's office. I thought I was done for, but he looked at me, smiled, and said, "You've got initiative. I like that. How'd you like to take over innovation?" I said yes. Now I run the department Chaz built, and I renamed it Cubicle Strategies. Sarah's on my team. Martin got the facility's budget doubled. Linda gets free reign to bake whatever she wants. And me? I still bring a granola bar to work every day. Just one. Labeled clearly. Locked in a drawer, and no one dares touch it.